That night, Gulliver drank heavily. In a drunken haze, he suddenly noticed the palace was on fire. Everyone panicked, but their efforts were useless. The queen was trapped inside the burning palace. As the flames threatened to destroy the entire palace, a drunken Gulliver acted on instinct and urinated, which somehow saved both the palace and the queen. The queen, who had always disliked Gulliver, was deeply grateful for his life-saving act. But when she realized that the liquid soaking her was actually urine, she fainted in shock. From that day on, the queen became the laughingstock of Lilliput. The king's sons, who already resented Gulliver for receiving the highest honor, seized this opportunity to use the queen's humiliation and Gulliver's defiance of orders to attack the big-headed gang as reasons to urge the king to execute him. The king thought their demands were too rash and advised them to show mercy. Upon hearing this, Rook quietly slipped out of the council chamber and warned Gulliver about the impending execution. Gulliver immediately dashed across houses and through the city, heading for the seaside. With Rook's help, he narrowly escaped the soldiers' pursuit. Before leaving, Gulliver gave Rook a gold ring as a token of gratitude. Then, he built a small raft out of hundreds of trees. He drifted at sea for 7 days without spotting any land, and his food supplies dwindled down to a single little lamb. After an unknown amount of time, Gulliver finally saw land. At that moment, he didn't care whether it was safe or not. He just needed solid ground. Suddenly, the earth trembled beneath him, and a giant foot stepped over his head. Gulliver had arrived in the land of giants. Everything in this country was enormous. A farmer could pinch Gulliver between 2 fingers. A single steak was enough to feed Gulliver for days. Even a small dog seemed like a massive beast. The people here were especially hideous, wrinkled skin covered in boils. To the farmer, Gulliver was like a little pet, made to dance and entertain. The farmer even dressed him up as a spirit of the cornfield to attract villagers who came to pray for their crops. One woman, claiming to be a relative of the queen, bought Gulliver from the farmer for 500 gold coins. Since the farmer's daughter, Graham, was the only one who truly cared about Gulliver, he begged not to be separated from her. So the woman brought them both to the palace, where the smallest dwarf in the kingdom was performing. But as soon as Gulliver appeared, the dwarf immediately lost favor.